Do you believe in ghosts? No? Let's watch it.
People say ghosts are not real. Do you agree this? Comment now. Shadow explainer Aja proves something else. So keep support our channel. Let's go.
If your friends don't believe in ghosts, make sure to share this video with them. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy the video, make sure to give it a like too. So let's not waste any more time, let's get into the video. In this clip, watch how a spirit is being captured and held in place.
Neste momento, eles começam a ordenar a libertação daquela.
Would you dare to visit a cemetery at 2 a.m.? After watching this clip, your skin will crawl with fear. At 2 a.m., a dark spirit possessed a girl. Watch what she did next.
Amor, que merda, que bagulho feio, amor!
Who is this? He doesn't look human, and how did so much blood come out of his mouth? Could this be a ghost? Why did this lady step outside her house? And why is she laughing so much? Could she also be under some negative energy?
Saem de uma garagem.
In the final moments of a disturbing recording, a group of people can be heard shouting strange commands at a young girl standing inside a chalk circle drawn on the floor.
Neste momento, eles começam a ordenar a libertação daquela alma.
Você não tem poder aqui. Você não tem poder aqui. E essas pega. Pega então. Pega não.
They insisted she stay inside, warning that something dangerous would happen if she stepped out. Suddenly, the girl began to scream and moved violently, as if fighting against an unseen force. Within seconds, she managed to break free from the circle, sending everyone in the room into panic. Believing something supernatural had taken control of her, the group quickly fled the location, too frightened to stay any longer. The incident sparked heated debate online, with some claiming it was a case of demonic possession, while others argued it was simply fear and hysteria influencing the situation. A bizarre incident unfolded when a group of friends claimed that one of them had been replaced by an identical double. At first glance, the two looked exactly the same, but the copy had a disturbing detail, a thick, black slime dripping from the corner of his mouth. Convinced something was wrong, they locked the suspicious version in a separate room and installed a camera to watch him overnight. The footage captured the figure laughing for no reason and moving in unnatural, almost inhuman ways, including walking with his body bent in the wrong direction. Later that night, chaos broke out when the real friend was suddenly attacked. Unable to tell who was genuine, they restrained both of them and began asking personal questions, hoping to expose the imposter before it was too late. In a short but unsettling video, viewers are asked to focus closely on a young woman whose behavior appears strangely erratic. She walks out of a dimly lit garage alongside a group of teenagers, but something about her movement seems off. She looks confused, unable to decide whether to laugh or cry, her expressions shifting rapidly as if she's struggling to process what just happened.
Verdade se traz seja apenas estado de choque por ter vivido essa experiência. Entretanto, mais tarde,
suggest she was simply in shock after experiencing something frightening inside the garage. The clip ends abruptly, leaving viewers questioning what exactly she saw in that dark space that left her in such a disturbed and unsteady state. A disturbing clip recorded late at night shows a couple investigating strange noises coming from their parked car outside their home. The man stays on a video call while the woman walks alone toward the vehicle to check what's wrong. At first, everything seems quiet, but moments later she suddenly stops responding.
ele não responde.
O que foi? Amor, que merda, que bagulho feio, velho! Que merda, amor! Amor!
The man's voice grows panicked as he repeatedly calls her name, receiving no answer. When she finally turns back toward the camera, her body appears twisted in an unnatural way, standing still in the darkness. He begins shouting in fear as she slowly starts wandering aimlessly, her movements stiff and unnatural, as if she were no longer in control of her own body. The chilling footage ends with the man desperately begging her to come back inside, unsure of what had just taken hold of her. A chilling video surfaced online showing a quiet cemetery late at night, where everything seemed normal at first.
Que porra é essa, mano? Tá dentro do túmulo? Que porra é essa, mano? Tá dentro...
Suddenly, faint knocking sounds could be heard coming from one of the old graves. The person recording, clearly terrified,
Meu Deus do céu, cara.
moved the camera closer and captured what looked like a pale, gray hand slowly pushing through the cracked soil. What made the scene even more disturbing was the fact that the person buried in that grave had died more than 40 years ago.
Meu Deus do céu, cara.
A low, painful groan seemed to echo from beneath the ground, leaving the witness frozen in fear. Whether it was a cruel prank, a natural ground shift, or something far more sinister, the footage left viewers deeply unsettled and searching for answers. Can a person transform from a man into a woman while standing, and could this be real? Can a news anchor's eyes suddenly turn into horrifying eyes? Watch this clip and decide yourself. The mannequin in the clothing shop, have you ever seen it closing its eyes? Come with me, I will show you.
Y esa muñeca no estaba mirando hacia acá, mira. ¿Ves que parece como si nos estuviera mirando? Amor, parpadeó.
Can a baby doll really turn toward a camera on its own just? How is a dead worker scaring the janitor? Is this actually truly real or something? A video that went viral in Japan last month left viewers stunned and deeply unsettled. The footage shows a woman stepping into an elevator, appearing completely normal at first. However, within seconds, her appearance begins to change in a way that seems almost impossible. In less than 10 seconds, her face appears to transform, gradually taking on features that make her look more like a man. If you watch closely, her hair seems to shift first, followed by subtle but noticeable changes in her facial structure. Many viewers dismissed the clip as clever editing or a visual glitch, while others speculated about something far more mysterious, even suggesting the possibility of a shapeshifter living unnoticed among humans. What do you think really happened in this elevator? During live television broadcasts, there have been several moments where viewers claim to notice something unsettling, people's eye colors appearing to change right on screen. Many experts insist that such incidents are caused by camera glitches, lighting issues, or broadcast distortion. However, some viewers believe there may be something far stranger behind these occurrences, especially since similar moments have been spotted across multiple live programs involving different individuals. Before we dive deeper, here's a quick word from today's sponsor. Lotus 365, one of India's oldest and most trusted online gaming platforms since 2015, offers live updates on cricket, football, tennis, and more, along with access to over 1,000 games and exciting rewards. With 24/7 customer support and regular bonus offers, it has become a popular choice among gaming enthusiasts. A woman named Seven recently shared a chilling experience that left her too scared to sleep peacefully at night. She was watching her young daughter play with her favorite toy, finding the moment so adorable that she decided to record it on her phone. At first, everything seemed completely normal and heartwarming. However, within seconds, the cute moment turned into something deeply unsettling. As the child played, it briefly appeared as if the toy itself turned toward the camera, almost as though it had a mind of its own. The movement was subtle but clearly visible in the footage. Terrified by what she saw, the mother immediately grabbed the toy and threw it out of the house. Even now, she claims she cannot explain what truly caused that strange and disturbing moment. Some time ago, a video surfaced online showing a mannequin outside a clothing store that appeared to blink, leaving viewers shocked and confused. Now, another strange incident has added to these unsettling stories involving statues and lifeless figures.
Amor, parpadeó. Te lo juro que parpadeó.
In this new footage, a statue can be seen with what looks like tears slowly forming and running down from its eyes. The moment was captured on camera, and many people who watched the clip were left wondering whether they had just witnessed something miraculous or something staged. While skeptics argue that someone might have secretly poured water into the statue's eyes to create the effect, locals from the town where the video was recorded believe it was nothing short of a real miracle, making the mystery even more intriguing. A strange video from Argentina left both viewers and workers at the scene completely baffled. In the footage, a group of janitors noticed something unusual happening on a wet floor they had just cleaned. Right in the middle of the water, a small whirlpool-like swirl began to form and spin on its own. The workers were visibly shocked, repeatedly stating that all 5 of them had witnessed the same thing and were recording it to prove they weren't imagining it. According to them, there was no strong wind in the area and no visible damage or hollow space beneath the floor that could have caused such movement. With no clear explanation, the mysterious swirling water remains an unsettling and unexplained moment caught on camera. What happens when a human figure runs beside your car at 100 kilometers per hour? This is a terrifying moment captured on CCTV where a lone horse rider was riding through the night on an empty road. Can a worker help his friend even after dying? This strange moment was also captured clearly on CCTV cameras at night once. What happens when a ladder starts moving by itself at 2 in the morning? Captured on camera again. In the darkness of night, what strange light is glowing on the road? Captured clearly by a CCTV camera. A family was driving through a remote forest highway late at night, completely unaware that something unusual was happening beside them. As their car sped through the dark road, a human-like figure appeared to be running alongside the vehicle, perfectly matching its speed. The strange moment was captured on camera and quickly went viral online. Many viewers believed it was just an optical illusion, suggesting that the figure was standing in one place and only looked like it was moving because of the fast-moving car. However, others weren't convinced. Some people claimed the footage showed something far more mysterious, possibly a superhuman figure with the unbelievable ability to run at incredible speed, almost as if it were chasing the car through the darkness. A strange piece of footage from a rural village left viewers both confused and disturbed. In the background of the video, a man riding a horse can be seen slowly passing through an open field. What made the scene unsettling was that both the rider and the horse appeared partially transparent, as if you could see straight through them to the scenery behind. Moments later, the mysterious figure suddenly faded and vanished completely from the camera's view. Locals claimed the sighting was proof of a paranormal encounter, possibly a ghostly rider roaming the area. However, surveillance experts argued that the effect could have been caused by a camera glitch or poor video quality. The debate continues. Ghost rider or just faulty footage? A chilling incident from an old industrial site has left many people questioning what really happened there. A large and extremely heavy metal rail, which normally requires several workers to move, was somehow rotated and shifted to another position by a single man. The man, holding a flashlight, later explained that he had asked a worker nearby for help just moments before moving the rail. The worker assisted him quietly and then suddenly disappeared without a trace. Confused, the man searched the area but couldn't find him anywhere. When he reported the strange encounter to the site owner, they checked old employee records and photos. Shockingly, the worker he described had passed away several months earlier, turning the incident into a deeply unsettling mystery. A construction worker shared a disturbing video online, claiming that some things simply cannot be explained by logic. While working at the site, he noticed something strange and quickly pulled out his phone to start recording. In the footage, a large metal ladder can be seen slowly moving forward on its own, as if being pushed by an invisible force. Began praying under his breath as he watched the ladder slide across the ground without anyone touching it. Other workers at the site gathered around, equally confused and frightened, unable to understand how such a heavy object could move by itself. Many of them believed they had just witnessed a genuine paranormal event, something beyond normal human explanation. A construction worker shared a disturbing video online, claiming that some things simply cannot be explained by logic. While working at the site, he noticed something strange and quickly pulled out his phone to start recording. In the footage, a large metal ladder can be seen slowly moving forward on its own, as if being pushed by an invisible force. The worker, clearly shaken, began praying under his breath as he watched the ladder slide across the ground without anyone touching it. Other workers at the site gathered around, equally confused and frightened, unable to understand how such a heavy object could move by itself. Many of them believed they had just witnessed a genuine paranormal event, something beyond normal human explanation. His child looked at the door of the house, and what did he see that made him so scared? What happened to this dog today that it keeps barking inside its friend's house? Did it see something strange? Is there someone else in the room that he cannot see? Who was knocking on the door of his house at 2 a.m.? When he opened it, no one was there. Has something like this ever happened to you, where a door opened by itself? In December 2022, a family began uploading videos online showing strange things happening inside their home. In the first clip, their young child was playing when he suddenly noticed something unusual outside the window. Frightened, the boy told his father that his imaginary friend, Yari, was standing there. However, when his father looked outside, no one was there.
I don't see something right here. Here?
No, I don't know. What is it, Mother?
It's scary.
Where?
It's right here, next to the gun. Next to the gun.
Thinking it was only a child's imagination, the family ignored it and continued their normal routine. But a few days later, more strange events started happening inside the house. One day, they even played spiritual audio through a speaker hoping to cleanse the home. But late one night, a loud noise suddenly echoed from outside their bedroom door, leaving the family terrified. Late one night, the family heard a loud noise coming from outside their bedroom. When the father stepped out to check, he noticed a small chair suddenly slide across the floor as if someone had pushed it. Terrified, he quickly ran back into his room.
So this is like around 5 months ago. We had actually kept a maid over here. She had a very strange behavior, and initially we didn't notice it much, but later on, yeah, it was kind of creepy.
But the disturbing events didn't stop there.
अजय मत जाओ, मैं तुम्हारे पैर पड़ती हूँ, प्लीज।
नहीं, कुछ नहीं होता, खबर।
On another night, around the same time, the same strange sounds returned. This time it felt like someone was running toward him down the hallway. No body could be seen, but the sound of fast footsteps was clearly heard. The family soon began to suspect that someone who had worked in their house months earlier might have cursed them. Whether that suspicion was true or not, the terrifying activity inside their home continued. Almost every night, strange knocking sounds began coming from the bathroom, as if someone was hitting the door from the inside. However, the man could never figure out what was causing those noises. One night, something even stranger happened. His neighbor's pet dog suddenly came in front of his house and started barking aggressively. Normally, the dog had always been very friendly toward him, but that night its behavior was completely different. The dog kept barking toward the house as if it was seeing something. The strange part was that the man couldn't see anything there at all. It almost felt like the dog was reacting to something invisible standing near the house. A ghost hunter from the YouTube channel Dark Ghost Paranormal decided to explore a house that locals say is cursed. According to rumors, every person who once lived there mysteriously died, and many believe a strange human-shaped statue inside the house is responsible. Because of these stories, the place has become infamous in nearby areas for its paranormal activity. Despite the frightening reputation, the ghost hunter continued his investigation and walked deeper into the house. During the search, he suddenly heard the sound of glass being scratched, as if something invisible was warning him to leave. But when he ignored the sign, the activity around him became even more disturbing. A man named Keiko Garcia runs a small car repair shop where customers often leave their vehicles overnight for repairs. One evening, a customer dropped off his damaged car and left. Sadly, while driving back home that same night, the man died in a road accident. The next morning, one of Garcia's mechanics was working on the same car when something strange happened.
Voy a preguntar por cámara qué está haciendo. A ver, vamos a preguntar. Es que no me da, está hablando solo, mira con. No sé si estoy loco o qué. Mira. Pero ¿con quién habla, weón? ¿Aló?
¿Sí?
Oye, disculpa, pero ¿con quién estás hablando?
Con don Carlos, me está pasando el presupuesto y explicándole el tema del accidente que tuvo anoche en la carretera. Se me está viendo el presupuesto,
Oye,
lo que le estoy diciendo.
Oye, cálmate. ¿Qué, don Carlos? Pero, oye, escúchame un poquito. ¿Tú me estás hablando del accidente anoche?
The mechanic suddenly started talking to someone standing beside the vehicle. Confused, Garcia asked who he was speaking to. The mechanic calmly replied that the car's owner had come to check on the repair.
No estás hablando con nadie, Juan, y ayer los que chocaron murieron todos. Juan, no estás con nadie, sube y ven a ver las cámaras, tengo todo grabado.
But Garcia knew that couldn't be possible, because the owner had died the night before. At first, he thought the mechanic was losing his mind, but what happened next made even Garcia question reality. A child was playing a game when suddenly the door to his room opened on its own.
Mom?
Who is that in the window? Is it a human, or something else?
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay. What's happening with the lights? Because I'm looking.
The lights are off right now. Oh, it just moved. It just moved.
A woman was cleaning her house when suddenly the cleaning machine lifted into the air on its own. A man went into the forest with a camera, and something like this was recorded on his special camera. Something happened to a child that would scare anyone who saw it. During the incident, a very strange sound could also be heard. A woman named Martina claims that for several days, her family has been experiencing strange activity inside their home. Believing an invisible force might be responsible, she installed home security cameras to capture proof. In one recording, 2 doors inside the house begin moving on their own, distracting her young son who was playing a video game nearby. In another clip, Martina is cleaning when the vacuum cleaner suddenly moves as if someone pushed it. The most disturbing moment happened when a door handle started shaking violently. As Martina tried to record it on her phone, a chair behind her suddenly moved by itself. Terrified, she and her son ran out of the living room, convinced that something unseen was inside their house. This next footage was posted by a security guard named Eric, who works at a private company building in Tampa, Florida. According to him, many people believe the building is haunted, including several employees who work there.
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay. What's happening with the lights? Because I'm looking.
The lights were.
And I can't see, like, I literally see nothing.
The lights are off right now.
Eric himself never believed in ghosts or spirits. But one night, something happened right in front of him that made him question everything. While on duty, Eric and his coworker noticed a strange shadow moving inside one of the building's windows. Thinking it could be a possible intruder, they immediately called the police. Eric stayed outside watching the window while his coworker went inside to check the room. But when his coworker reached that exact spot, the shadow had completely disappeared. They searched the entire building, yet no one was found. To this day, Eric says they still don't know who, or what, they saw that night. The sound of a small boy screaming was echoing through the area. A railway worker began walking toward the direction where he believed the sound was coming from. As he slowly moved up the station stairs, the crying became louder and clearer. The worker even called out several times, asking the child who he was and where he was hiding. Worried that a child might be lost or in danger, he started searching the entire station. But after checking every corner, he couldn't find anyone there. No child, no person, nothing. This raised a disturbing question. What would a young child be doing alone in a metro station at 2 a.m.? Interestingly, many locals already believe that this metro station in Mexico is haunted, and some say the voice heard that night may not have belonged to a child at all.
¿Dónde es? ¿Dónde es?
With the help of thermal night vision scopes, hunters today can track animals even in complete darkness. One night, a man and his friends went deep into the forest to hunt using this same technology. They knew that animals like deer and coyotes often roamed in that area after dark. However, They had no idea that something else might also be wandering through the woods. While scanning the forest through the thermal scope, they suddenly noticed a human-shaped figure moving slowly in the distance. At first, they assumed it was just another person walking through the forest. But the strange part was that the figure was wandering alone in the middle of the woods late at night. Not wanting to disturb whoever it was, they decided to quietly leave the area instead. After moving into a new house, a mother began noticing strange changes in her young daughter's behavior. The little girl had started talking to what she called an imaginary friend, something she had never done before living in that home. Concerned, the mother secretly placed a camera in her daughter's bedroom to monitor what was happening. For several days, the footage showed nothing unusual. But one night, the camera recorded something disturbing. The bedroom door suddenly opened on its own, and the frightened child quietly walked out of the room. Just before the door moved, a strange rumbling sound could be heard in the recording. The mother believes that whatever opened the door may have also made that sound. What makes it even stranger is that her daughter never mentioned hearing it, leading some to wonder if it could be connected to the same imaginary friend she often talks to. What if a witch started walking in circles near your house while casting a spell? Is this a human, or something else? Tell me in the comments. Is this a human? After checking the CCTV, people there believed it was a jinn. Do negative energies only appear in deserted places? Let me show you a ghost inside a hotel. Is there some negative energy here pushing this chair? In this strange clip, a woman can be seen walking in circles while holding something in her hand, right next to a broom lying on the ground. Because of her unusual behavior, many people online started calling her a witch. After slowly moving her hand over the broom, she suddenly begins dancing in a wild and chaotic way. Her movements look completely out of control. At one point, a nearby car alarm suddenly goes off, making the scene even more unsettling. But the woman doesn't react at all and continues acting strangely near the broom. Some people believe she might be performing some kind of ritual, while others think she could simply be someone behaving oddly in the middle of the night. So what do you think? Was this really witchcraft, or just a strange moment caught on camera?